If your real estate business is built around buyers, there's a good chance your business owns you, not the other way around. You're on call, you're glued to your phone, you're working nights, you're working weekends, you're driving all over the city, and somehow, even when you're busy, you still don't feel in control. That's not success. That's chaos with a commission check attached to it. I've been in residential real estate since 2002. I'm 44 years old. I still actively sell about 50 homes a year, and I run a micro team. I'm home every single night at bedtime to tuck my kids in. So when I tell you a buyer-heavy business will wreck your time, your energy, your family, your life, and your income ceiling, I'm not saying it as a theory. I'm saying it because I've seen it and I've witnessed it and I've been a part of it. I've lived enough of it and I've built a way around it. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying never work with buyers. I'm saying if buyers are the foundation of your business, you're constantly reacting instead of leading. You're building a business that will eventually burn you out. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that happens, why so many agents stay stuck in it, and exactly what I recommend instead if you want a real business and an actual life. Here's the trap. Working with buyers feels productive. You're out showing houses, you're answering text, writing offers, sending listings. You're busy. And because you're busy, you tell yourself you're building. See, a lot of agents confuse motion with progress. That's the trap. Buyer business gives you a full calendar, but it doesn't automatically give you leverage. It doesn't automatically give you control. It doesn't give you scale, and it definitely doesn't give you freedom. It usually gives you the complete opposite. It gives you a business where every dollar depends on your availability. I'm gonna say that again. It gives you a business where every dollar depends on your availability. That's a terrible model because the second your income depends on you constantly saying yes, your life starts shrinking. And that's why most agents don't realize until years into the business. They don't have a sales problem. They have a model problem. See, buyers destroy your calendar. This is the first reason. Buyers destroy your calendar because buyers do not care about your ideal schedule. They care about seeing the house now. The house hits at 4 p.m. They want in at 6 o'clock. Offer date is tonight. There goes your evening. New property comes back on the market Saturday morning. There goes your family plans. And once you train clients that you're always available, congratulations. You just built yourself a job where other people control your time. That's the buyer business for most agents. Not all, but most. The issue is not the buyers are unreasonable. The issue is the agents build no structure around buyer work. They act like every request is an emergency. They act like every showing has to happen on demand. They act like being responsive means being prematurely interrupted. That's not professionalism. That's bad boundaries, and it catches up to you. You start feeling tension every evening. You start checking your phone during dinner. You start half working, half being home, and doing neither really well at all. This is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted a different model. I wanted a real business. I wanted to sell a lot of homes, but I didn't want my family paying for it every night. Today, I still sell 50 homes a year. I'm in the thick of it, but I'm at home every night to tuck my kids into bed. That only happened because I stopped building around constant buyer urgency. See, buyers will cap your income. That is the next problem. Buyer work is hard to scale because it's heavy on labor. Very simple. More buyers usually means more showings, more drivings, more text, more evenings, more follow-up, more offers, more emotional management, more chaos. That means your income grows with the hours you have available. That's not scale. That is manual labor with a real estate license. And yes, you can make decent money like that for a while, but it's a grind and it stops being fun fast. The bigger issue is this. A lot of the work is unpaid until it closes. So you can spend weeks or months working evenings, weekends for somebody who never actually buys or pauses or decides to wait or buy with someone else or simply disappears. That's one of the worst deals in business. Imagine any other profession saying, I'll work 60 hours for you first and maybe I get paid. Maybe I don't. It's crazy. But agents normalize this. Then they wonder why they feel underpaid and overworked because the model is broken. Listings are different. One appointment, one strategy, one launch, one asset in the market. That asset can generate visibility, sign calls, open house traffic, seller authority, and buyer opportunities that you can then refer out. See, a listing can do multiple jobs. A buyer usually creates multiple tasks. See the difference there? Buyers bleed your energy. This one does not get talked about enough. Buyer work is emotionally taxing, not just time, emotionally taxing, because every buyer comes with decision fatigue. They're nervous, they're hopeful, they're scared, they're comparing, they're second guessing. They want your opinion on everything, and rightfully so. And they often want it immediately. So now you're not just an agent, you're a guide, a therapist, a marriage referee, a market explainer, a stress absorber. And if your business is full of that all the time, you go home drained, not because your buyers are bad, but because the structure of your work is draining, especially if you're wired more like I am. I like strategy. I like pricing, positioning, solving problems, negotiating, and advising. I don't want my career built around unlocking doors and managing emotional whiplash every day and night. That's not why I got in the business. And once I got clear on that, my business changed. See, a lot of agents are stuck in burnout because they built a business that conflicts with their strengths. That's fixable, but only if you admit it. Buyers are the fastest way to feel stressful and staying stuck. That's the brutal truth. Working with buyers makes you look productive enough that you avoid fixing the real problem. Because you can always say, I'm slammed, I'm busy, I've got clients, I've been out all weekend. Okay, but what did you actually build? Did it build market authority, visibility, leverage, systems? Did it build a business that works without you? Or did it just fill your schedule? See, a lot of agents say trapped because busy feels important. But busy is cheap. Leverage is valuable. Anybody can be busy. Very few people build a business with control. That's why so many agents stay broke or close to broke for way too long. They're in motion, but they're not building assets. So what listings can actually give you? Let's flip this. Why are listings so powerful? Well, listings give you leverage. Listings give you market visibility, proof of competence, seller authority, marketing content, sign exposure, open house traffic, buyer inquiries, future seller conversations, and more control of your time. One listing can create multiple opportunities. That's why listing-based businesses scale better. And that is why serious agents eventually realize the goal is not to be good with buyers. The goal is to become the obvious choice for sellers. Because once that happens, the business changes, your calendar changes, your authority changes, lead flow, confidence, and your lifestyle changes. That's the game. And no, listings are not easier. Let me be clear. They require more skill, but hard and scalable is better than easy and exhausting. That's the trade you got to make. So here's what I actually recommend. Let's get really tactical. If you're watching this and you're thinking, okay, that's me. Buyers are running my life. What do I do? Well, exactly what I would do. Number one, decide that buyers are support, not the foundation of your business. That is a mindset shift. Stop thinking, I need buyers. Start thinking, I need a business where buyers do not control my life. You can still work with buyers, and you should, but they should not be the one core operating model of your business long term. That decision matters because it changes what you build next. Number two, put structure around every relationship. No more random chaos. Every buyer should go through a buyer consultation first. And in that consultation, set clear expectation. That looks like how communication works, when showings happen, how long you are at a first showing, how quickly they need to make decisions, what kind of homes fit the brief, what financing is in place presently, have they been pre-approved, what your offer process looks like. You don't just run out and start opening doors. That's the fast track to being used. You need to have that buyer consultation. Number three, create buyer showing windows. This is huge. Instead of acting like you're available 24 hours a day, create windows. For example, weekend showings between this time and this time. Saturday showings between this time and this time. Sunday is the exception, and anything else urgent outside that depends on a unique situation. You do not need to say it like a robot, but you absolutely need to stop training people that your whole life is available on demand. Number four, stop working with unserious buyers. This alone will change your life. If they are not pre-approved, not motivated, not aligned, not decisive, and not respectful of your time, they should not get premium access to your calendar, period. Too many agents are giving white glove service to people who have not earned it. That's completely backwards. Number 5, start building your listing site every single week. Not when things get slow, every week. That means every single week you should be doing things that move you toward listings. Seller content, market update content, CMA conversations, past client check-ins, homeowner follow-up, just listed, just sold conversations, commission objection handling, practicing pricing. Don't wait until you feel ready to go after listings. Start building that muscle now. Number 6, get dangerous at pricing. If you want listings, you need certainty. And certainty starts with pricing. You need to know how to walk a seller through value, comps, market positioning, absorption rate, and a strategy in a way that feels calm and obvious. Most agents do not lose a listing because they lack a slideshow. They lose a listing because they don't sound certain. Pricing is where certainty starts. Number 7, learn seller objections cold. If you want a listing-based business, you need to know how to handle objections like, we think it's worth more. Will you lower your commission? We want to think about it because that's where the listings get won or lost. Number 8, build a weekly schedule that reflects your business you want. This is where most agents lie to themselves. They say they want more listings, but their calendar says buyer chaos. So block time every week for listing building work. Not leftover time, real time. Time to create content, time to call homeowners, time to prepare CMAs, sharpen your listing presentation, follow up on old leads, and improve the selling side of your business. Your calendar doesn't lie. It tells the truth. Number 9, protect your evenings. This matters. If you want a long career, you need boundaries. Not perfect ones, real ones. I'm not saying never work an evening. You're a realtor. I get it. I'm saying stop building a business where every evening is vulnerable. Protect dinner. Protect bedtime. Protect parts of the week that matter. Because if you don't protect them early, this business will take all of it. Number 10, build toward leverage, not income. This is the real game. Don't just ask, how do I close more deals? Ask, how do I build a business where one action creates multiple opportunities? This is leverage. Listings do that. Strong brands do that. Good systems do that. Seller positioning does that. That's what you should be building. So when I say working with buyers will ruin your life, here's what I'm really saying. A buyer-heavy business with no structure, no leverage, and no plan will ruin your life. It will make you feel important while keeping you stuck. It will make you feel busy while keeping you reactive. It will make you money, but often in a way that costs you too much personally. And that's not a business I wanted. I wanted to sell a lot. I wanted control. I wanted to build something real, and I wanted to be home for bedtime with my 2 boys. That's why I built toward listings. That's why I still believe in listings. And that's why I urge any agent watching this to get serious about moving in that direction. Because you don't need a busier business. You need a better model. And if this video made you uncomfortable, good. Because a lot of agents are way busier than they should be, way more reactive than they should be, and way closer to becoming broke than they realize. So make sure you're not doing this. And you'll need to watch my next video right here. 92% of real estate agents are going broke. And in this video, I'm going to explain the pitfalls that they make and what you need to watch out so you don't land in that bucket.